So in this video, before we get, really far along with developing the zombies game mode specific, logic, classes and all of that, I want to go ahead and begin working on a relatively decent sized cleanup. So it's not really going to be like a code cleanup or anything like that. It's going to be more so location and dependencies. So what I'm referring to is I want to expand this project. Well, not really expand it, but kind of alter it in a way that's going to allow for more expansion in the future if that is ever so decided to happen. So, what I mean is basically if we ever decide to say, let's make a team deathmatch or free for all, that kind of stuff, we can do so without trying to work around all of our zombies classes. So, here we have our main module, SKG Zombies, which should probably be renamed at some point. And this is our game. So our game right now, our main module, doesn't contain really anything zombies mode specific other than this zombies game mode that we just created. Everything else is, pretty generic. It's our, equipment setup, it's our, shooting, aiming, reloading, that kind of stuff. And what we want to do is we want to make a separate directory dedicated to zombies. And inside of that directory, we would have our barricade module, our wall weapon module, and our zombie module inside of it. And then likewise, we would have, our game mode and, all that kind of stuff. And that would allow us to kind of have those be tied separately, but they can be more so used together as well. Because the way was designing this is I'm trying to avoid having this game mode have a dependency in any way on the actual, say, the zombie related stuff itself. So that's where a limitation of the current way I've been doing it is going to come into play because I was trying to keep it separate in case I wanted to move this game mode to a separate module. So this is going to allow us to kind of interlink and do what we're doing now with everything in, say, like our main module here, but with zombies specific, classes and types and all of that. So to begin, what we want to do is we want to first off go ahead and make a new directory. And this directory we can just name, something zombies related. So, I mean, honestly, even zombies is probably sufficient. Then what I want to do is I want to take the zombie module, wall weapon module, and barricade module and put them inside it. So let's click and drag and let it do its thing. Okay, once that's done, okay, now it's generating. Probably not a bad idea to delete binaries and intermediates and all that and regenerate them because I'm sure there might be a couple laying around. So I'm going to actually do that really quick. So I'm just going to close out of the editor and I'm going to go ahead, just delete your binaries and intermediates. And I already actually I wrote a simple application to do that for me. So I'm going to delete everything and regenerate the project files. Okay, once that is finished, I'm going to go ahead and reopen the solution and let it go ahead, process everything, and it should be good to go. Then we can actually build, see what all needs to be changed/fixed, and go from there. Okay, once everything has been loaded, we can go ahead and start building. Okay, so we finished building successfully. Now I want to take this zombies game mode and basically just kind of have an area where we can, have it somewhere inside of our zombies, I guess you could call it zombies directory. So here we have the zombies folder and a zombie module, wall weapon module, and barricade module. And I would like a actual zombies module. So these are kind of, I guess, more or less self-contained things. And realistically, we could move the zombie module into it, which we're probably going to do. But to begin, let's go ahead and add a new Unreal module. And this will be the zombies module. So this is going to be kind of a generic setup of classes, kind of like how we have our main SKG zombies module for the main project. This is going to be the main module for the zombies, side of things. So inside of our zombies module, we can go ahead and take our SKG zombies And let's move the game modes into the zombies modules public folder. So public to public and private to private. And then we're going to get this working first. So with our zombies game mode open, we need to change this guy here to zombies underscore API. And once we've done that, we need to add our dependencies. So first thing in zombies module.build.cs, let's go ahead and delete our slate. And let's go ahead and add in our gameplay. Oops, need to wrap these in strings. Gameplay abilities, gameplay tags, and we need to look at the rest of what is included in the zombie module because that's what we're going to be using. So we need net core and the core module. So net core and the core module. So that should be everything there. Let's go ahead and, in my case, let it regenerate. In your case, you might need to go ahead and generate Visual Studio Project files, but I'm going to let it do its thing. Okay, so it just finished, and I realized I did zombies, not zombies module. So zombies module underscore API, and that should take care of the zombies game mode specifically. So we have everything like so. Let's go ahead and rebuild just to make sure. Okay, so we are good to go here. Let's go ahead and relaunch into the editor because we're going to have basically a broken blueprint game mode class that we need to, well, fix because it technically doesn't have a parent because we moved it to another module. So basically the path that it's trying to reference, so to speak, is going to be incorrect. And this is one of those just general annoying things with Blueprint. As you can kind of see here, Zombies game mode has issues. So let's go. I don't know why I'm starting to talk like that. Let's go ahead and start resolving that. So core, game modes, and I don't think we can change the parent from here. That would be quite nice. I'm just going to try it and see. So class settings, zombie rats. Okay, so no zombies game mode for this guy. Okay, so we can delete that, fix up redirectors and save. And now let's make a new blueprint class off the zombies game mode and bp underscore zombies game mode. Open that up, and we need to set all of these again. So player controller, BP player controller, BP player state, BP gameplay HUD. We want BP player pawn, and that is it for now. Then the zombie class to be BP zombie pawn. Compile, save, and set it as the game mode. So now when we hit play, let's just make sure that it does in fact still work. And this guy is in the way. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, there he is. So 1 shot and 1 shot. Okay, so I already know why on this guy is that stupid gameplay effect again. Let me just quadruple check. Yep, that is the case, because he is supposed to take 5 shots to the head, like so. Okay, so we have that in place. We have moved the game mode and everything. Now what I want to do is I want to start taking the stuff from the zombie module and just put it in the zombies module itself. Because otherwise we're going to end up with a zombie module that literally just has an attribute set and a pawn in it, when instead we could just have it be part of the zombies module and have it be more intertwined, so to speak, so we don't have any, weird kind of dependencies on other things, well, specifically this module. So let's go ahead and move our gas and pawns folder over to the public, so public to public, and close out of the editor, can't speak very well, and then go to our private and do the same thing, so private to private, And now let's open up both header files. So this will be zombies module underscore API and zombies module underscore API again. And let's just make sure we can compile without issues. Okay, once that's done, go ahead, recompile, and, well, not recompile, but we can relaunch and fix up the zombie blueprint. Now, it's also probably not a bad idea to, again, delete binaries and intermediates because we are moving and deleting modules. So at the end of this, we are going to delete the zombie module and finish that part up. So there we go. Everything from our zombie spawn is a no-go. So we do have our zombie pawn somewhere, unless it completely deleted it, which it did. So that's actually a good thing. So let's go to our core pawns and our zombie pawn, see what the odds are that we can change it to zombie pawn, which I doubt, and yep, we cannot. So let's delete it. And same thing, fix up redirectors and save and make a new one. So we want the zombie pawn. So BP underscore zombie pawn. And let's set the mesh to be the mani underscore simple. And I want the same values as the player pawn. So -88 and -90. Then I want for the anim class, the anim BP underscore zombie pawn. And I think that was actually all that was done there. So we should be able to, that is the wrong one. Drag in our zombie pawn. And go back to our world settings in the game mode. And set the zombie class again to BP underscore zombie pawn. So after 2 seconds, it should spawn in front, which it does. And both are a one-shot kill just because of that annoying little, whatever you call it, thing with gas. So let's fix that up again. And just make sure. So it should be 5 headshots. I think that last one missed. And there we go. Oh, I did a couple to, I guess, not the head. But we have our oh, that's right, collision. They were hitting the capsule. So we need to fix the capsule collision. So go to the capsule component of the zombie pawn and set the preset to zombie pawn. And the mesh should be good to go, which it seems to be. So 10, 15, and 11, and 20. So there we go. All right, we are back and set up how we were before, which is good. So we can close out of the editor, and we don't need to have those classes open, and delete the zombie module itself, because it has been replaced by the zombies module, which has more in it. So now we can go to our U project here, find the zombie module right here, and remove it from our modules array. So once we've done that, we can go ahead and close out of our, well, Visual Studio Write or whatever. Again, delete our binaries and intermediates. Simply regenerate, and then we're going to rebuild, and that'll be all. Okay, once we are back and we started our build, I did overlook some stuff. So these are in our our target.cs files, which also have an array of modules. So we want our skg zombies.target.cs and editor.target.cs. Open those and simply remove the zombie module and rebuild. Okay, once we are back in the editor, I'm just going to press play, and both of these are likely a one-shot. Wait a minute. Oh, I have 2 of them there now. So I can delete 1. So 1 shot, and one shot just because that weird little gameplay effect issue. But we now have everything set up. We have our modules how we want. And really, the only thing that I somewhat want to do is kind of rename this SKG Zombies module, but it's our main game module. And that's going to cause a fair bit of problems in conjunction with this is actually a project dedicated to zombies. So it's not really too big of a deal. We're just going to kind of refer to this as the game module. So I'm not too worried about it. But yeah, we now have ourselves cleaned up. And honestly, we could make a subdirectory for these others, but it's not really necessary. But we do have our dedicated zombies directory with our grouped modules. So that is good. So that's going to wrap up this video, and I will see you in the next one. If you like what I'm doing and you want to help support me, you can find a link to my Patreon in the description below, where you can also get early access to this entire series.